Welcome back to part 2 of watercoloring and colored pencils, the frog. This is Marcia at Dandylion Wishes, and we're going to start to use our colored pencil today. So get out your pencils and follow along. So we've watercolored Mr. Frog up to here, and we're going to take and just draw lines in now, adding the detail to make him look fun, give him more dimension, all with our colored pencils. I'm going to switch colors. And I should have brought me over a tester paper to see which color I liked better. But I guess we'll just do it right on Mr. Frog and change the color if we don't like it. Okay, that's not going to be dark enough. I can tell you already I don't like that one. Okay, I like that better. Make our little circles. Every time you do this, you're going to choose different colors. It's going to turn out a little bit differently. This is much darker than the original one, but I like him. And then I had, I think this is a pencil I was using here. Let's see what this one looks like. Add in some detail here. I'm going to do a little bit of plaid. These are the Leisure Art colored pencils, and I really like them. They're especially great for starting out. I know Prismas are well known, and I love those too, but when you're just beginning and you don't want to spend the big bucks, this is really a great set for just $12.99. You only get 30 colors. You don't have all those choices that you do with Prisma when you can go up to 154, I think it is. But I do like the colors in this set. I do like that the price point is great. I can actually get them out and play with my granddaughters and not worry about getting my pencils damaged. Come back in and add some bigger circles. Wanted to teach our young folks how to be creative at an early age and give them something to have all their life, instead of just computers and technology. I love being creative. I'm grateful to my mom for having had those talents and abilities and to share them with me. Her sisters did as well. They were all crafty. We didn't live by them, but they all had those talents and abilities. See how much different he looks? Now, if I'd remembered to have brought my Posca pen today, we would have Posca'd right up here. But maybe I'll just put in some little tiny dots. You can hardly see those. I don't really like that. So let's try a different color. And then as you'll notice, I'm going to take my uni pen and I'm going to make the eyes bigger. And then I'm going to put glossy accents on top of them. And then if you noticed, I made a little fly. So I'm just going to draw him in, give him a little body, a couple of wings. Just draw my dash lines. And that adds to him. And then I actually took my green pen, and maybe it was this one, and I actually went on the outside of these lines and came down the side to create a shadow. I did the same on this side and this side. And if I can find my gray, actually put a little gray in there on top of that. Just to add a little more dimension. Okay, and I also did that up here on his hands. Boy, it's like I never stop. I always find one more thing to add or change. I just like the added dimension that these colored pencils give, and just a little touch here and a little touch there just brings it more to life. Okay, now we're ready for the glossy accents. I don't know if you've ever used glossy accents, but I think I'll make these eyes just a little bit bigger. Glossy accents is going to have to dry, so I have to set this someplace where nobody can touch it. And I did put white Posca in the, now they don't look even, in the center of these two eyes. So maybe I'm going to have to do that. I'll just open up a new one. When you open up your Posca pen, you do have to prime it. Get that color to come down. Whoops, I really primed it, got it all over me. And now it's part of my blouse. Well, I'll tell you if I can get that off or not. It didn't take as much priming as I thought. And now I have Posca all over my pencils, all over my non-stick mat. I made a good mess. On camera, no less. That wasn't the goal for the day. Okay. All to get a little bit right in there and right here. Okay, we'll let him dry for just a second as I clean myself up. And now before I stop, I just wanted to show you how to do the glossy accents. So we're just going to squeeze it out very gently. Just cover the entire eye. Fill in the spots that you missed. Try and not do any air bubbles. Come over here and do the same thing. Try and not leave any air bubbles. This is part 2 of our watercoloring colored pencils animal card, the frog. We'll let him dry and then he'll be ready to mount. Except that if you notice the difference between this one and this one, I decided that I needed to draw all around these edges again with my pen, so there's an extra line, and then I added a few little dots. So I don't know if I can be careful enough to do that and not mess up my glossy accents. You don't have to be straight. They can wiggle on you. It's just added dimension. Just gives a pop to your card. Okay, and then I came back in here, and on this side I just did little tiny. Okay, I'm trying to see if I missed anything else on this guy from the one before. Colors are a little bit different. They always are each time you color, but he still turned out really cute. So have a great day. Look forward to seeing you again. All right, bye-bye.